everybody, thanks for stopping by my channel, Esteemed Queen Mentality. Be sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that way you get to know when I post all of my tea talks. I hope everybody is doing well, everybody is good, everybody is in good health. I'm not going to take too long. So get your water, get your wine, get whatever it is that you're sipping on, get it and bring it close. I want to shout out all of my viewers on Patreon, and I also want to shout out Black SD Magazine, which is a Black San Diego magazine. It's a California based magazine that in November they are highlighting foodies, and I'm one of those featured foodies by a black columnist for Black San Diego magazine. So shouts out to them. I will be sure to put all that information down below, as well as I will put it on the website and in the Patreon community as well, for y'all warriors to read and review, all that good jazz. So outside of that, all of the other little infomercials that I have, they will be listed down below. Like I said, I'm not going to tarry too long. Before I decide to go ahead and dismantle all of myself. I just decided to go ahead and sit up here in the treehouse, give y'all a little conversation before I go on by my business. So, interesting video, only because I remember I did one last year, give or take around this time frame. As y'all, I think for the majority of y'all know, like, I'm a Scorpio, so my birthday falls around this time. And I remember I did a video last year I think around the time frame of my birthday. Either way you look at it, I remember the name of it, and that video was Don't Stop. So after this one, definitely go over there, check out that one, and then if you need to, come back and look at this one, because I think it will probably end up being one of those type of like traditions that I'll do, because this will be the second one that I've done, but it will be a year from the last one that I did. And every year moving forward, you should be doing better than the year you did previously. That's how I've always looked at growth. Even when it comes down to healing, even when it comes down to your profession, wanting to go to the next level, you always want to be a couple steps ahead, just in case anything decides it wants to knock you off your swivel. Child, please, you didn't already saw it with context clues it was coming, so you prepared for it. So when you prepared, what I say, you never got to get ready. So that's the thing about when people say they about to go to battle and they say that they about to go to war. The preparation level is different. So moving forward into a new year, a new season, a new chapter, you have to be sure that like you're prepared the same way. Because otherwise, if you just feel like it's just another year, you're just getting older, you're not really accepting the fact of you still have a lot of life to live. And in order for you to live it, you have to understand what the silver lining. Come on in the room. Come on around the campfire. There's more than enough pillows for everyone to sit in the tree house. Get your hands hot. Get your hands hot, not warm, get hot. So that way, when you decide that you need to take a step back to the pew near the exit, you can leave and you ain't got to interrupt nobody. How about that? How about that? No hard feelings. No hard feelings. Just watch your step on the way down. This is a tree house. But nonetheless, like the third time, I don't know if I should tell you to get your wine, but definitely get your water. Again, this is a treehouse. I'm not giving no more umbrella policy disclaimers out there, okay? But we need to talk about the silver lining. Now, I know last year I did a video on Don't Stop, and that was because I was around a lot of interesting, influential people who, you know, really made a lot of emphasis on, you know, continue to find something that's going to attract people to whatever type of business you're trying to build. That was my focus then. And once you get your foot in the door and you find and discover that people are exploring more of your brand and more of who you are, don't stop. Don't stop. Keep going. Now, it may seem like you're doing a long stretch, but if you work smart, you don't have to work hard. And I took that to heart, and I used that in addition to getting the advice back home, like, look, don't let anything bother you. It's kind of just like a lot of times when we go through trials and tribulations in life, we feel kind of like, oh, well, the universe or God is picking on you, or it's picking on me, and you have to think more or less like this. If you didn't matter, you wouldn't matter. And now that you understand that you matter, what makes you so special? Instead of you looking at that to be an insult, look at it more as to like, you got to understand, people who are special don't have nothing happen to them. They don't have anything to worry about. Like literally, they're just existing, regardless if they're a shell or if they're just walking around here as a zombie. Their day to day is the same. It's constant. But someone who needs to make a difference, they should have wisdom, and the way to learn is through what? Lessons. But the silver lining in it all, a lot of times we go through that season where we're just like, oh Lord, we have the basics, we have the necessities, but we're missing the desires and what we want. We feel like we're missing out on those things, but we don't appreciate the things that are still there, that are constants outside of the things that we see to be necessities, regardless if that's human friends, vehicles, like, what I'm saying, stuff that we sit here and be like, oh man, I want that. You don't say ne'er need, ne'er necessity, ne'er that's imperative for me to have. I don't hear you say shit about firewood, coals, gasoline, kerosene, electric, heat. I don't hear you say nothing of those things, but you want something that you can wear. You want something that other people can see and compliment you on. But if you were to strip all that away and be in a Walking Dead instance, none of that will matter. None of that will matter. So when you're able to do for yourself, when you're able to see a way out, when you're able to write down a plan, when you're able to understand that in order for you to be able to make even a step forward to the next day, next hour, next minute, you name it, it takes what? It takes a plan. It takes a strategy. So therefore, like I said back then, but elevating what I'm telling you, don't stop. The silver lining in it all is for the fact of, if you can sit there and think about it, if you can sit there and strategize it, if you can sit there and map it out, if you can sit there and cut off all the things that you know damn well you don't need because you know it's going to slow you up from where it is you're trying to go, you will understand the silver lining in all of you doing that is you telling yourself you're going to make it. Nobody holds a map in their hand just wanting to look at the colors. They're trying to get somewhere. So when you write down a strategy and a map, I'm going to say it for the ones in the back, just in case, understand that once you leave here, you will have a full circle understanding as to my videos for the last 365 days, 52 weeks, a year. You have to, even if consistent isn't the same to everybody else's eyes, it's what it is to you. So When you realize, you analyze, you strategize, you plan, the silver lining that you're putting out there for yourself that you need to realize you don't, hear me when I say you don't have to realize, you want to realize. So when you want to realize, you will accept. Amen. Amen. So when you accept, then you understand that your silver lining, your map, is all to help you make it to the finish line. Now notice that map, that strategy, that plan, it didn't take riches. It just took pencil, paper, and mind. Hell, even if you ain't even got the trees to make a pencil or a piece of paper, the first child, you got your mind. You have your mind and you have your determination. And those are two things that are not worth wasting. Period. Outside of silver and gold, I don't know what to tell you. But you need to stay within those areas, those perimeters, for you to be able to live the life that you see fit for yourself. Now, understand this too. I don't understand why people be telling folks, have a nice day. Even in the nastiest times, I'm more of a person to be like, have the day you deserve, hope the day is well, and keep it pushing. And the same goes for the silver lining. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to live a lie, or are you trying to get aligned with what's yours? Because it all makes a difference. It's not worse than someone saying, well, if you're happy, I'm happy. What? We not, what? Huh? Ain't, what? These two hips, what? Hold on. We not conjoined no way, no how. Okay? You being a little trespasser in my mind. Mind you, I said trespasser, not trespasser. Alright? Because you're trying to tell me something that you don't even know. You're trying to tell me something after you done invaded personal space and you're still incorrect. So you have to understand, the gold lining, that's one thing. But the silver lining, oh no, we understand we have distractions. We have things that come up and it takes us off road. But you know what? I'd rather go ahead and take that second route and get back on the right freeway, the right expressway, the right lane, get to the right place I'm supposed to be, the right destination, than to decide to go out here and decide to be third and fourth is just as good as first best or second. It's not. It's not. When you decide to put your character into someone's hands, that makes all the difference. Just as much as it makes all the difference for you to make a plan. So which one you gonna do first? You tell me down below. You tell me down below, and then you can go over there to our warrior community and you can join our dream conversation and our book club meetings where we incorporate all of that into what we're reading, how we digest it, how we regurgitate it, and how it has helped people be able to live healthier lives, seeing a clear vision and not a blurry one. You tell me, by all means, but I got to go. So be sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. And until next time, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.